Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're ready now for the anthems. If that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
So we're up and running. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Rafinha. Cafu. It's a sweeping cross. No, that's been intercepted. Played out towards the right wing. Aimed beyond the defence. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Opts for safety. Serginho. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Serginho for Joelinton. Now it's João Pedro. That's good play. João Pedro! Crossbar comes to the rescue. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Looking to play him in. And it's made its way to him. Brazil are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's a key interception. And he opts to go forward. Now he's off and running. Nicely spread. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
João Pedro. Lucas Paqueta. Played out to the left flank. Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's been caught napping!
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Linton. And it's Guimaraes. For Linton. And here's Paqueta. And it's Linton. Now it's João Pedro. Chance! Goal! Brazil! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Oh, good spread, and he was quick to react. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's found a way through. Lucas Paqueta wins the duel this time.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Swung over. Knocks it out wide. Tries to pass it through. Lucas Paqueta. Can he finish? And that is high.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Bruno Guimaraes. Brazil can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Neymar. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Some resolute defending there. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Brazil coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Brazil can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling. Brazil currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Linton. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. The message is clear, none shall pass. And he's in on goal, and the shot! Off the post. Plays it across, and the keeper beats it away.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Lovely feet. Oh, good-looking ball. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Gabriel gets a foot in here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Forwards and with intent. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And the return pass. And it's Linton. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That has been slung wide. Now the ball's gone astray. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's the chance to counter. Plays a sharp little ball here. Space for him to turn and look. In towards the... Terrific effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
He is through here. Oh, that's nice. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has ended up in no man's land. Bruno Guimaraes is being harried and hassled.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Linton makes a dash for it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good running, strong and purposeful. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Pedro.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Pedro. Now that's well seen too. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's a good ball out wide.
It's pretty much standard practice these days.
Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Cafu. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. That's a decent clearance. Oh no, this does not look good. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Brazil have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's...
And the finish! And he hits the net! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil have opted to make another change here. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
It's good to see that, Peter. He put in a very good day's work, and you can't do a lot more. It's a well-deserved rest.
Ecuador give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, shooting chance! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Brazil can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Brazil really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos a colaboração para nosso Fundo de Caridade Global.
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
That's got things underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Knocks it out wide. João Pedro. Oh, that's neat. That's a decent clearance. That'll be a throw. Rafinha finding himself in space. Mendes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's been played through. Joelinton simply refused to be outdone there. Can he spark a counter here? Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Brazil appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Cafu. That's a throw. Showing great feet there. Rafinha has it in a wide position. Very nicely done. Vitinha. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's found a way past. João Pedro.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And they can counter here. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Rafael Leao. That has been slung wide. Bruno Guimaraes. That's destined for the flank. Chance here to counter. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedro Neto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo proves just a little bit too strong.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Joelinton. João Pedro. Oh, that's superb. Pedro Neto. Approaching the half-hour mark. And it's Joelinton. Oh, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. Cristiano Ronaldo. Over to the right flank. Now it's Pedro Neto. Vitinha. João Cancelo. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Defending of the desperate variety. Joelinton clears. Pedro Neto picks it up out wide. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's João Pedro. And he's picked it up out wide. And that should get the job done. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Rafinha. Nuno Mendes. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Joelinton. Bernardo Silva. Rafael Leao. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Pedro Neto. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafael Leao. Cafu gets on his bike and on the move. So what can they make of this? And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So we're on the way for the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Lovely bit of skill. Now that looks a decent ball. Cleared without hesitation. Joelinton. And it's Guimaraes. He's looking wide. And it's Paquetá. Gonçalo Inácio for Pedro Neto. Now it's Cristiano Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Lucas Paqueta. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Joelinton!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Serginho. It's a promising position. Rafinha is onto this. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Gonzalo Inacio. There will be a throw-in. Almost an hour gone. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
And here's Bernardo Silva. That's a cute ball. Space for him to turn and look. No, he's not getting any further than that. Pedro Neto. And he's making progress on the ball. João Cancelo providing an outlet on that flank. Terrific effort! Oh, it rattles the bar! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 22. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 11. Neymar.
Brazil still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Vitinha. No outsmarting him this time. Brazil have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Bruno Fernandes. Ruben Dias. Now Gonzalo Inacio. Gabriel. Cafu. 75 minutes played. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end of it.
Goes for a shot! Rafael Leao! That is wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Conceição, and he's managed to get free. Oh, some tackle that. Looking to play him in. And it's Conceição. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Teremos uma substituição.